What is up, guys? Welcome back to another part of my F1 24 Kimi Antonelli career mode. Last time out, we had a very solid drive in Imola, leading to P4 in our home race. Obviously, Kimi Antonelli is Italian, and that puts us behind Lance Stroll in the championship. And today we head to Monaco, a very defensive circuit. Not much overtaking happens there, which could be good for us with a solid qualifying. However, the issue is, I've never driven qualifying before at all in Monaco. First lap, well, one of my last lap in Q3. Then here we are. I got through Q1 and Q2 quite simply. You'll notice I am using a racing line. It's because I've never driven Monaco ever, and I find that really difficult. But final lap in Q3, 2.6 seconds gained, and that puts us from P10 up into P8. So again, a very solid qualifying. Albon also made it through into Q3. The big shocks of qualifying was Carlos Sainz out in P19 in the Ferrari and Sergio Perez in P11 in the Red Bull. But it's a McLaren front row lockout with Fernando Alonso in P3, Verstappen P4, and then there's the two Mercedes, and I line up in P8 and Pierre Gasly in P9, and then our teammate Alexander Albon in P10. Let's head to the race.
Formula One returns to Monte Carlo once again today, home to the world-famous Monte Carlo Casino that first opened in 1863. And of course, a certain road race first held in 1929. There's no greater an occasion, no more valuable a win than the Monaco Grand Prix. The astonishing Circuit de Monaco is, for all intents and purposes, virtually unchanged since its inaugural race back in 1929. The faster cars of today ensure the 19 corners past the casino and along the seafront remain as thrilling as ever. A 2.1-mile lap here takes us around an entire country, yet never more than inches from the race-ending barriers. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Oscar Piastri lines up on pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Fernando Alonso, Verstappen, Russell, Hamilton, Leclerc, Williams, Gasly, Albon, Stroll, Perez, Tsunoda, Ocon, Joe, Ricciardo, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Sainz, and Valtteri Bottas begins the race from the back of the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. Well, it's been a long time since I last worked with you. Good to see you again today. Anthony Davidson, I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves, they chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Alright, this is Mark. Can you hear me okay? We're further back than we hoped, I know, but we can still get a good result from here.
Mark with some savage words to start. Further back than you'd hope. Where did you want me to qualify? P1? P8 is a very good result. Thank you very much, Mark, in qualifying. Strategy, medium to hard, very simple. We're taking out fuel now and we're going to get cracking straight away with the Monaco Grand Prix. Everyone else around us also on the mediums or hard tyres. No soft runners at all in the top 20. So it's going to be super interesting to see which is the better strategy. Go to 5 red lights for the Monaco Grand Prix here in Season 1 it's lights out and away we go. Good start for us compared to Lewis Hamilton, who gets a shock, and both me and Leclerc overtake him immediately as Verstappen was also trying to hold off Leclerc, but Leclerc does get through, and I'm thinking here, can I follow him through? What can I do to make it up to P6? And we are going to go to the inside and into Casino Square. We move up into P6 just, yes, much later braking than Verstappen, and up into P6. Hold it around the outside, and there you go. And we set the fastest lap of the race on lap 3. We are flying here in our Kimi Antonelli Williams car. Absolutely incredible, and we look set for another fantastic race, as now we're looking to make a move on Leclerc and into Casino Square. Maybe a down the inside, little move down the inside and up into P5. Leclerc can't hold it around the outside. The home hero not doing well at the moment in his home race. And we now have to be looking at George Russell as we send it very late down the inside, exactly the same place as Leclerc. And once again, we move up into P4. And we are going to be P4, and this is now going to be once again a defensive drive. We made it up to P4, as now it's lap 11. We've not been able to drop them, but they haven't threatened us at all, Russell nor Leclerc, as we come into the pit lane for our pit stop. You see the tyres, 160%. We hit against the wall quite a few times by accident. The other's about 28%, which is very good, which bodes well, because we've got 16 laps to go on these hard tyres, and if we manage it correctly, we should not need to lose grip or pit again at all. As we come out the pit lane, as long as we don't hit the walls, we should be good. Yes, we don't. We come out in dead last with the first car to pit, and we are attempting the undercut and to not be undercut by those ahead. Our pit window opened on this lap, so we'd be pitting at the end of this lap. Now, as we come out come into turn 1, we pass Leclerc. And you're about to see how effective the undercut's been here in Monaco. Leclerc was stuck behind Russell. Bear that in mind. Leclerc is 3 seconds behind us. So that is an incredible strategy from us. I don't doubt he'll catch up to us. But last time when he was behind us, he couldn't overtake us at all. He didn't even threaten to overtake us. And we have been flying so well. It's now lap 16. Russell has pit. The hard to medium runners have pit. You can see we've gone purple in the first sector. We've been absolutely flying. And Russell, he's nowhere near us. He's dropped down the order completely. The medium hard has been the way better strategy, seeing as you can't overtake in Monaco. An undercut is clearly way better. As now, lap 17, Leclerc has caught up to us, but I back ourselves to defend against him. And here we are on the final lap, 10 laps later, and I'm just going to show this lap as a sort of example as how Leclerc has not challenged us at all, just to show you guys that genuinely there have been no highlights here around Monaco. This has literally been how the lap has been. I mean, even when I make a little mistake there, going a bit deep, Leclerc is too far back because you can't get too close to the car ahead because of the dirty air and the heavy braking zones, well, the heavy braking zones for Monaco. It's just really difficult. The only places where you can really overtake are Casino Square, where we overtook, and also turn 1, but we've been getting the good exits out the corner and out the final corner out of Raskas. So no real difficulties for us at all. As Oscar Piastri, by the way, wins his first race in Formula 1, and it's a McLaren 1-2, and with Norris second, and it's Alonso third. So 3 former McLaren drivers into the top in the top 3. We're gonna finish this lap P4 we are, and we're gonna come up to the line. An incredible result. Back-to-back P4s. And our Williams team are going flying. Kimi Antonelli with another superb performance here in the Williams. And this time, it's at the toughest place of them all. It was at Monaco. We take that driver of the day as well. So, back-to-back driver of the days as well. We're becoming the next Lando Norris. Only thing next is the podium. Let's go for it.
Oscar Piastri.
They led from lights out to the flag at the end, and their race victory was never in doubt, was it? Brilliant stuff by them.
As the winners make their way up to the podium, one can only imagine the celebrations that will take place at McLaren tonight. Congratulations to everyone on the team, securing the win and proving that they're a force to be reckoned with out on the track.
issue here. So then it's P4 for us, a stunning result when Alexander Albon finally contributes to the Williams points tally, finishing in P10 with 1 measly point. We also take fastest lap though. If you remember, right at the start of the race, we set the fast lap on the medium tyres with the DRS from Leclerc, who was ahead at that time. Russell finishes P8, which shows the medium hard was the better strategy, but it's 14 points for Williams today. Carlos Sainz, a very disappointing race, along with Sergio Perez, neither of them making up any positions. We move up to P10 in the standings after 2 fantastic results, and Williams are now ahead of Alpine in the constructors as well. As we head back to the factory now, P4 and another, again, an incredible result. Just purely on defensive driving and Monaco not being the best place to overtake. But next time we head to a circuit that I love, that the F1 fans love. It's the Canadian Grand Prix. We will not have a racing line there, don't you worry. I will make sure to remove that. See you guys next time. Make sure to like and subscribe so you do not miss that one. I would hate for you to miss one of my favourite races on the calendar. I'll see you then. But for now, goodbye.